has issued its decision in the procedures relating to the figure skater Kamila Valieva. The CAS panel in charge of this matter has decided to let Ms. Valieva continue her participation in the Olympic Winter Games Beijing 2022. It means that no provisional suspension should be imposed on the skater. The CAS panel has given its reasons for this decision. I will try to summarize them. First, it has affirmed its jurisdiction and the jurisdiction of the CAS ad hoc division and has overruled a preliminary objection raised by the athlete and the Russian Olympic Committee in this regard. Then, the CAS panel is well aware of the rule on mandatory provisional suspensions, but has determined that the athlete should benefit from the following exceptional circumstances. First, the athlete is under 16 and is a protected person under the World Anti-Doping Code. The anti-doping rules of RUSADA and the World Anti-Doping Code are silent with respect to provisional suspension imposed on protected persons, while these rules have specific provisions for evidence, for different standards of evidence and for lower sanctions in case of protected persons. The panel was therefore concerned that if a provisional suspension would be imposed on the athlete and later, at the end of the day, after the completion of all procedures, she would not be sanctioned or would have a lower or very low sanction, the provisional suspension would have caused serious damage. The panel considered fundamental principles of fairness, irreparable harm, and the relative balance of interest as between the applicants and the athlete who did not test positive during the Olympic Games in Beijing, but is still subject to a disciplinary procedure on the merits following her positive anti-doping test undergone in December 2021. In particular, the panel considered that preventing the athlete to compete at the Olympic Games would cause her irreparable harm in these circumstances. The CAS panel also emphasized that there were serious issues of untimely notification of the results of the athlete's anti-doping test performed in December 2021 that impinged upon the athlete's ability to establish certain legal requirements for her benefit, while such late notification was not her fault in the middle of the Olympic Games. The late notification is extremely unfortunate as it affects not only the athlete, but also the organizers of the Olympic Winter Games. In other words, we would not have this case and I would not be here if these anti-doping test procedures would have been completed in 1 week or 10 days, as it is generally the case, for example, at the Olympic Games. The CAS ad hoc division was requested to determine the narrow issue as to whether a provisional suspension should be imposed on the athlete, but it was neither requested to rule on the merits of this case, nor to examine the legal consequences related to the results of the team event in the figure skating, as such issues will be examined in other proceedings, and not necessarily at CAS. A quick final word. This decision has been rendered by 3 arbitrators specialized in sports law, working outside any kind of pressure or influence. Although they do have a specific nationality, these 3 human beings operate under one flag, the flag of the Court of Arbitration for Sport. This concludes my report. Thank you very much for your attention.